And the PBC hate just continues to grow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Hashtag unpopular opinion. These boxing fans are goofy as a mother ucker. They just love to complain. If fighters are inactive, they complain. And they start counting the days. They'll start saying stuff like, oh, Keith Thurman, he's been inactive for 1,241 days. If a fighter cherry picks, they complain. But wait, there's more. But when Keith Thurman is breaking his inactivity, he's taking on a certified threat in Tszyu, who happens to be a champion. The same people who were complaining, they're still complaining. Imagine that. They're still complaining. So Thurman is going to be inactive, or he's going to be active, which you say is your problem. He's clearly not cherry picking if he's fighting someone who's been on a win streak, been on a tear, a champion at a higher weight class, fighting at a catch weight, 155, I believe. And these morons are still complaining. Or if Gervonta Davis, let's say in the past, there's been some times where it looked like Gervonta Davis was, a bit puffier. He looked like he was not in fight shape, like ready to go. Fast forward to, back at the time when his face was looking puffy and fuller, people said, oh, Tank is the next Broner. He's undisciplined. But then you look at any recent videos and recent pictures of Gervonta Davis, and he's been making his way in the fights. But even outside of that, when he's on the mitts with Calvin or he's working with Boog or whatever, it looks like Gervonta Davis got his weight down, right? But they're not giving him credit now. They just complain about something else. At this point, it is very apparent you just want to hear yourself talk. And that's the nature of today's video. Shout out to Tszyu. He's another one. I'm enjoying watching his journey, to be honest. Like, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's called for big names. He said he would fight Crawford. He said he would fight Canelo. He's clearly fighting Keith Thurman. And he's welcoming all these fights, welcoming guys to his division, willing to, in the future, fight Canelo, who's bigger than him, in terms of been fighting and campaigning at a higher weight class. And he's staying busy. Yet these fight fans still complaining about PBC. So at the end of the day, we truly know what time it is. The reality is these dudes just love to complain. Some people, they just love to perform. They just want to continue to have something to be angry about. And it's really weird in the world of boxing. It truly is. It's like almost like these guys are like parasites. It's almost like a sickness, right? What reasonable person just sits at the crib and constantly complains? Now, the other thing that I find very funny is it's only PBC. It's only Premier Boxing Champions who get this insane amount of just radical hate that just doesn't make sense. Thurman versus Tszyu with Rolly and Pitbull, as well as Sebastian Fundora. This is literally better than any card that anybody has released thus far in America. Like, for example, Jaime Munguia is fighting John Ryder. The same people who support that and support that fight, and I'm not even mad at the fight, but I'm keeping it real and I'm keeping it consistent. The same people who are like, oh, this is a good fight, had no complaints about the fight, have all the complaints in the world for this fight. What's the difference? Jaime Munguia is young. John Ryder literally is coming off of a loss to Canelo Alvarez. So what makes that such a worthy fight over Rolly and Pitbull and Thurman versus Tszyu? But again, it's the usual suspects, and they're doing what they do best, which is hating, which is goofy to me. The other thing is, in my honest opinion, boxing has been in a tremendous slump in 2024, a tremendous slump, meaning like there hasn't been like a bunch of fights worth talking about that have been announced, right? This Keith Thurman fight with Tszyu is kind of a curveball, right? This is the only fight that has this many people talking, good or bad. So, you know, they are doing their thing. Like, I'm looking all the time. Look, he's already hyping it up. You see Keith Thurman getting hype, selling the fight. He's already in the gym. I can't really see like pause, but a full body. So I don't know if his weight, what his weight's looking like, but it don't look bad from, you know, the shoulders up, you know what I mean? His face or whatever. I've seen Keith Thurman look a lot more like unready, unprepared. And again, the point I'm making is name another fight card. Like, for example, Joshua's fighting Ngannou. And trust me, like some of these fights, I'm not even mad at some of the fights, but I'm just speaking to the hate. That's it. So Joshua Ngannou, who is even on the undercard? I mean, I could pull it up. I don't even know. Like, it's not even worth. And even the fight in and of itself, Ngannou is coming off of a loss too. So how does old media find all of these fights so great and so acceptable? Like, you're literally, Joshua, an Olympic gold medalist, is truly fighting an MMA fighter, right? And is an MMA fighter with one boxing fight that they said he lost. So he didn't get to live like a champion. So an 0-1 MMA fighter is fighting a boxer. Again, me personally, I don't have a problem with the fight, and I've said that. But at the same time, I'm also not the one hating on PBC and their calendar and every move that they make as well. You see? So that's the difference. So I'm entitled to say whatever I want in this boxing game, but it's not making any sense to me, right? You're looking at, like, for example, Fury's fighting Usyk. That's an undisputed fight. No one's going to complain because it provides clarity for undisputed purposes. But let's look at the rest of the card. Who's even on Fury versus Ngannou, right? Switch gears. Let's go to DAZN and Eddie Hearn. I'm on their official page, Matchroom, right? Rematchroom. I don't even know what this is. Okay, so they just announced this today. Lada versus Lugo. Who asked for that? And Curiel versus Nant Shinga Part 2. Who asked for this? So if we're going to analyze everybody's fights, let's analyze everybody's. Yeah, I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. We gonna analyze everybody. People, oh, Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman, I'm not paying pay-per-view for this. Okay. But Smith versus Zepeda, isn't he coming off a loss? A couple losses. Regis Prograis just beat him recently, but wasn't his last fight Richardson Hitchens? I mean, am I the only one that knows boxing here? Boom. Jose Zepeda, 37-4, and 2 of those losses came recently. He's been stopped twice, right? Let's check. Okay, he's fighting Dalton Smith. I just showed you the flyer. March 23rd, really close to my birthday. Boom. He's coming off the Richardson Hitchens. Hold on. Wait for it. Boom. Loss. So again, if we're going to criticize, let's criticize everyone. I don't even know who the rest of the people. This looked like a random yearbook to a school you didn't go to. I don't even know who any of these people are. Like, who is this? Like, who is this? I mean, that's Ricky Hatton's son. I could see that. But who is he fighting? You see what I'm saying? But yet and still, people are only talking about PBC. All right, here's Berlanga's fight. This is Eddie Hearn and DAZN and Rematch Room. This who Berlanga's fighting. He's fighting, I don't know, that look like the dude that be eating the food and don't be chewing. What's his name? Bevo? So you have a knockout artist in Edgar Berlanga, and he fighting Bevo that don't be chewing his food. The one that be Like, look, the dude, it looked like he choking every time he tried to swallow because he didn't chew the food. What? Somebody please let me know his name in the comment section. The dude, he be like, now that chicken's banging, chicken. Shout out to the Asians. Chicken's banging on cheese day. Bro, that dude. So please let me know who's the dude to be choking on his food, because that's who it looks like Berlanga is fighting. The chicken banging. That's some good chicken banging. Man, come on, bro. And then people got the audacity to be in comment section. Oh, I'm not playing pay-per-view for this. But they not saying nothing about whatever this card is. So we're talking about, look, this look like a bunch of little kids. I don't even know who this is. This look like immature right now. I would never lie, cause a friend like you. I don't know who this is. Literally, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. This looked like Marcus Houston and immature. And baby, we got it. Baby, you're on my time. On my time. Just come and feel the flavor, whether it's rain or shine. Rain or shine. Bro, they got more kids. What did it look like? The movie Kids? Like, I don't know none of this. There, bro, he just looked mad. I've seen, hold on, who is that? Man, come on, bro. Eddie Hearn. Oh, Conor Ben fighting another guy. Man, who is any of these fights, bro? Don't tell me. Listen, if you're complaining about Tszyu and Keith Thurman with Pitbull Rolly, then don't tell me nothing unless you start explaining some of these fights. I don't know who this is, Dean the Great, whoever this is, O'Quinn, O'Connellan, Gill, and Barrett. Like, don't say nothing. Dixon, Carbajal, like, I don't even know none of these fights. And DAZN keep Richardson, Hitchens, I know, obviously, and Lemos. And y'all not saying, look, they got Keith Lee. I got it. Let's try it. Let's rate the food. That's a 10. Little bit cheesy, but I gotta say that's a 10. This looked like Keith Lee. Bro, I'm done. Get me off here.